Yo, it's your boy Pete Camp here to chop it up with you about my sorry Lions. Once again, but let's get into it. I'm just saying, okay, first half was kind of slow. It was more defense oriented, which is good because we are terrible at defense. We don't have any. But I was good. I was glad that the defense showed up today in some form or fashion. We'll reconnect on this later about our defense. Y'all know what I'm about to say. But look, Lamar Jackson threw for 16 for 31, 287 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, 7 carries, 58 yards on the carry tip. Goff threw for 22 of 30 with 217, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Now, the first half, like I said, was a lot of defense. Couple sacks on both sides. You know what I'm saying? They was getting to it. I was happy to see that we wasn't down like 21-zip in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you expect coming from Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But the defense showed up early, and it was somewhat paying off. And Tucker actually missed a field goal early, which we'll reconnect on that later on in the game. I'm sure y'all know what I'm going to say with that. But you know, the Ravens TD, we finally got a Ravens TD towards the end of the second quarter. About 3 minutes left. And they could have capitalized again right on us in the last minute. You know what I'm saying? But Marquise Brown dropped the boy. Lamar dropped a baby right in his arms. Bop, and he dropped the baby. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? And I was happy to see that because I was like, they could have went up quick on us. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, the third quarter started and he still, no. They didn't have a TD in the third quarter, but we started the third quarter with a TD. That's when the Swift attack started. We started noticing that we didn't have any offense, and we started doing the dump off, just like Stafford used to do. Jared Goff, I told you, Jared Goff is very eerily similar to Matthew Stafford, and we have to recognize that our organization is terrible. So when you're in a better organization, you look better. If you notice, Jared Goff was in the Rams, he looked better. They went to a Super Bowl, right? But they're the same guy. Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff are the same guy. You interchange them. Now Stafford looks great, and it looks like everybody talking crazy because they just beat the Buccaneers. So it looks, but I'm good. I'm good. You can have them, okay? I'm not missing Stafford at all. I'm not missing either one of these guys. I wish they would have traded Stafford for some defense and drafted a new quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You had Kyle Fields, you had Mac Jones. I had my eye on Mac Jones after I saw that championship game, but that's another story. All of it's, we ain't gonna go into all of that. But I'm just saying they are similar in which when Stafford would often dump off to the running backs and use them as a receiver. And if you notice, Swift was the second highest receiver in this game. He got 60 yards. You know what I'm saying? Raymond had 68 yards. And that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it just shows you the gaping holes in our offense and our defense. You can see the defensive holes for sure, but we don't have any offensive weapons also to really speak of. And so you use what you got. And Swift is a good weapon. Don't let me take nothing away from that. But they started the Swift attack, and he started killing them. And then, next thing you know, he runs one in, 13-7. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Then we had a strong drive to start the fourth. You know what I'm saying? Then you had Swift also with what looked like to me to be a TD. Coach should have challenged that one right off the rip because he jumped in the air. If you see the play, he jumped. It was crazy. And the ball looked like he crossed it over the plane. But whatever. Jamal Williams got in the end zone 2 plays later. But I'm like, yo, don't miss these opportunities. You should have challenged the spot of the ball on that, and if it crossed the plane. I don't know if that's challengeable, but, maybe, hey, whatever. But either way, we got the TD, and it's 16-14. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, cool. We get a sack, number 34, I forget his name, and then we get an interception on the play right after that, number 24. You know what I'm saying? And then Jared Goff goes into a little groove. You know what I'm saying? Raymond gets the first. 2:27 left, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. He runs it down to the 12-yard line. And then, what is it? Like I say, Raymond gets the first. It's 2:27 left. And they realize they're on like the 12-yard line. So they realize it's 2 minutes left. We need to run the clock out. We need to run the clock out and get them to take away their timeouts. And look, I get this to some extent. But my thing is stop playing timid. Stop playing scared. Stop playing to just get the win. Go at their throats, man. This is why we are in the position that we are in. Y'all cannot keep playing to just get the win. Because you can't give them this much cushion. Look, you trying to take away their timeouts. Okay, take away some of their timeout. But it got to the point where it's 3rd and 9. And there's 1:52 left. Dog, throw the ball and either try to get the first down or the touchdown. It's touchdown time now. You're on the 12-yard line. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they was still on the 12 or they was closer. They may have been closer by then. Matter of fact, it was 3rd and 9. You're on a 9. It's 3rd and 9. Listen, throw the ball, man, and go for the touchdown. They chooses to run the ball again and take that extra minute, off the clock, which it wasn't a full minute. They took like 48 seconds off the clock with that last run because Baltimore had no timeouts left. So I would have rather thrown the ball and given Baltimore the ball back. If we miss, boom, we kick the field goal. You give Baltimore the ball back, no timeouts. A minute and 48 seconds or something like that left. Minute 45 seconds left. And you try to play some defense and lock it up. But the thing is, the difference is if you succeed, you get a touchdown. And now you're not up just 1 point. You're up, what is it? You would be up, 5 points or something like that? I don't know. Shut up, okay? Because my numbers is off right now. I'm a little sleepy. I'm gonna blame it on sleep. Right now, however much we would have been up. But I'm just saying, if you kick the difference, and then the thing is, they relying on Santos, which he missed like. They showed before he kicked this field goal how many field goals he missed before the game. And it was like, really, bro? You are going to tell me that you're on the 12 or 10-yard line and you're going to run down the clock and use all your timeouts and you're not going to take a shot, not one shot at the end zone? And you're going to rely on Santos? I don't know his name. Santos something. But Santosa, I don't know. But you're going to rely on him, who has missed like 3 kicks in pregame. You just brought him up from the practice squad. And it's the guy that you're going to rely on to kick to seal the game. But luckily, he hit the field goal. But the thing is, a minute is too long to give Lamar Jackson to just get to the field goal range. Bro, see, it's a whole different game when you go. This dude, Tucker, kicked a field goal, a 66-yard field goal. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, bro. That's like they was at like the 50 somewhere. That's 50-ish, right? It was like the 56-yard line or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Add the numbers up. I don't know. I can't think right now, but I'm just saying. It's a difference between telling Lamar, hey, you got to get to the 50-yard line. Or between telling Lamar, hey, you got to get to the end zone and score a touchdown. I'll give you an extra minute. Do it, but you got to get to the end zone. Now, it's doable. It's very doable, but it's a little harder without no timeouts, and it's further to go. All I'm saying is getting to midfield is not that hard. And if you give him a full minute to do that, come on, man. It's very doable. But the defense showed up at first. They showed up. Got a sack. You know what I'm saying? Like the defense showed up. Then the next pass was like an incomplete pass off a QB rush. They was on him, you know what I'm saying? And then the third one was a missed sack, which you can't miss those sacks. If you get him, you got to wrap him up. You know what I'm saying? But then he scrambles and he gets out of bounds. And then they throw, you know what I'm saying? They do one more. What was it? That's when they threw the pass, the 35, 40-yard pass, right? And then they tried to do one more, right? Which was a delay of game. They always messing the Lions over with these calls. They always giving us some messed up calls that they never call or they get wrong. And we take the blunt of this. We already struggling, man. We already struggling. But then we have to take the blunt of these blown calls by the ref. And it was like some of the people was like, man, that was a clear delay of game. But they was like, maybe it's some human error because between the time that he's looking at the clock, where the clock hits 0, and then you look down at the ball to see if the ball is snapped. Man, it was almost a full 2 seconds between the time that clock hit, that delay of game clock hit 0, and the time that Lamar snapped the ball. It was like almost 2 seconds, bro. 2 whole seconds. So you cannot tell me that play should not have been dead. But anyway, I'm not even going to focus on that because I'm disappointed in the fact that come on, defense. Come on, man. You got to give me something. Defensive coordinator with the prevent defense, the defense that's out there on the field. Y'all got to give me something, man. Y'all been playing. Y'all showed up early. Y'all had sacks in the last, and look, I can't fully put this on all on the defense, but I'm saying, man, sometimes you need a clutch play. You need somebody to show up, and you cannot let him just throw a 40-yard bomb to the middle of the field on the last play of the game. On the do or die play of the game. You cannot keep giving up these type of plays, bro. And that's what killed me about my squad, man. Like, why would y'all keep letting... And you almost know it's coming. I'm sitting there the whole time like, it looked like they got it, but I know they're going to mess it up. I know they're going to mess it up. I know that it looked like they got it. It always looked like they got it. And then they do this. You know what I'm saying? You cannot keep letting it with the defense. I'll give them some kind of kudos because they did show up. Because, I'm sorry, with the amount of points that the Ravens scored, what was it? 19-17? If you can hold the Ravens to 19 points, I'm sorry, you should probably win that game. You should probably win that game. Because no, you don't really expect to hold the Ravens to 19 points or 16 points, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So, if you are able to do that, and Lamar Jackson doesn't go totally nuts on you, then you cannot let those type of games go. When your defense shows up and gives you enough to keep them at least at 19 points, I feel like your offense got to show up and give you the win on that. You can't let that game slip through your hands. You understand what I'm saying? Although I was very, very disappointed in that last series from the defense. That one play, I'm not going to say the last series because we had the crowd on our side, we had the defense on our side. Y'all was going crazy up until that last play. But you got to complete the task. You can't just go 3 plays and then be like, oh, they ain't going to get this last one. Yes, they got the last one. Because nobody remembers them 3 other plays before that. So, I'm just saying, man. But, listen, and then people be talking about the Stafford stuff. They looking at the Stafford doing so great and this, that. Listen, that's what happens when you put a good quarterback on a great team. They do great things. It's just how Goff looked when he was on the Rams. They went to a Super Bowl. Come on, man. But I'm just still telling you, you can have him. I don't want him. I'm glad he's gone. I didn't want Jared Goff. I wanted them to trade for some defense to fortify more parts of our defense, and I wanted them to draft one of the QBs that would come out of this draft. You had Mac Jones. I saw him in that championship game. He looked great. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Fields looked great. Like San Francisco quarterback. Trey Lance. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't up on him like that, but, you know, he looked great. I'm just saying, I don't miss Stafford, and I'm definitely not happy with Goff at this point, but I'm not happy with our overall organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know it's going to take some time. You know, Holmes, this is your first crack at it. It's your first year. But, hey, man, it looked like you betting the chips all on Goff. Is not, I'm just saying, it's so many holes. It's so many gaping holes in everything that we need in the defense and in the offense, and so many holes that we need that I like it. A Matthew Stafford lookalike is not going to fix it. And I personally would have been rather going with a new, fresh face. A new, fresh, young face. Cheaper, better, you know. But we still got time. Golf is only here for 2 years, I guess. So we still got time to figure it out. But I think we kind of missed the mark this year. But, you know, maybe. I don't know. But the way we losing right now, we might end up getting the first pick. I don't know. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But my Lions, man. My Lions. What you know, whatever. But I ain't even mean to talk this long. But it's your boy P. Camp, man. Tell me what you think, what you don't think. Leave me something in the comment. Tell me if you're tired of this as I am. Get at your boy, man.